2023 is going to be a unique year. What constitutes as good investment? Welcome back. My name is Alex Beltran, and let's get started. Now, if you watched any of my other top 5 cities to invest in, fill in the blank, you know that those were made during a growing market or a bull market for you stock market savages. But unless you've been living under a rock, our economy sucks right now. We're in a little bit of a recession. I mean, officially we're not in a recession, but you know what I mean. We're in a recession.
I do not think the U.S. is currently in a recession.
Are you serious?
So what does a good investment mean for 2023? Well, for me, it's what it's always been. Buy low, sell never, unless it's a 1031 exchange for a bigger, better property. So what am I going to be doing for 2023? I'm going to be focusing on cities that will lose a lot of value in the short term, but will win a lot of value in the long term. This isn't to say that there won't be good deals in any other cities. These are just the cities that I am personally focusing on. Now, big caveat. Huge caveat. If the 2023 economy is really going to be as bad as predicted by major banks, financial experts, anyone with a pair of eyes to see a trending chart, then for the entire year of 2023, all of your investment money is going to feel like you are just throwing it into the furnaces of the Titanic.
Carry on, find us. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
However, if financial history has anything to say about it, then this recession too shall pass. As always, do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. These are the cities that I am looking into. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that Omaha, Nebraska is number 1 on my list. This particular year, it is not number 1 on my list. In fact, it's not on my list at all. And it's not because Omaha is a bad place to invest. In fact, quite the contrary. Omaha is a city where I don't think is going to drop all that much in value. I mean, there will be good deals to be found, and I'm not going to stop looking in Omaha, but overall, it just kind of calls to the resilience of Omaha as a whole, which is why I am very bullish on Omaha. However, given the premise that I set forth in the beginning of this video, Omaha is disqualified from this list altogether because it's not going to drop all that much in value. Anyway, let's get started. Number 5, Phoenix, Arizona, which coincidentally also came out in the National Association of Realtors top 10 cities that have lost the most amount of value for 2022 going on to 2023. And personally, I think that prices are going to fall even further, but Phoenix is too powerful of a city to disqualify altogether. I do think that this is the time to buy something at a very low price. Very low price. Very low price. Personally, I think that this is going to be a great time to find something in Phoenix at a very low price that is going to be worth a hell of a lot of money in the future. Number 4, Denver, Colorado. Actually, more specifically, Aurora, Thornton, Colorado Springs, Boulder, Lakewood. I'm missing one. Denver as a whole can never be overlooked. It is a tourist area, military, business. Professional athletes go and train there like year round because of the altitude. It's pretty crazy sometimes. I get a headache, it sucks. In fact, right now I think is a great time to start looking outside of Denver as well. Like I mentioned in my previous video, now is the time to start looking for one-of-a-kind properties with one-of-a-kind views next to lakeside, things like that. And what I'm trying to say is, have you heard of the Rockies? I personally know of a lot of dummies, a lot of them, that thought this financial gravy train was going to go on forever. The crypto bros, people like that thought that they were smarter than they really are, that bought in places like Aspen, Carbondale, Snowmass, that are going to be forced to sell because they cannot afford the payments. If you are on the hunt for a vacation property that you can lease while you're not there, now's a good time to start paying attention to those types of properties because they're going to come on the market and they're going to be cheap. Of course, relatively. You're still talking about Aspen here, all right? Aspen is considered one of the most expensive places in the world. Dumb and Dumber was filmed there. Actually, it wasn't. It was filmed in some other city in Colorado. But you know what I mean.
I'm talking about a little place called Aspen.
I don't know, Lloyd. The French are assholes.
Number 3, Las Vegas, which is actually the canary on coal mine when it comes to the future economy as a whole. Not because of the real estate, because of the entire ethos of Las Vegas as a whole. We get a lot of macroeconomic information out of Las Vegas, from gambling habits, vacation habits, and so on. It's clear that Las Vegas is in a little bit of a slump right now that is only being propped up by fleeing Californians. But just fly to Las Vegas, get away from the Strip, and just observe Las Vegas as a whole. And apart from obviously doing your numbers and your due diligence, just look at the expansion, new apartments, new buildings, new McDonald's. In case you don't know, McDonald's is a real estate company that happens to sell cheeseburgers. McDonald's always builds or remodels their properties based on real estate first principles. It's kind of one of the biggest cheat codes in real estate. Short term, I think Las Vegas is going to suffer. Long term, it's Vegas, baby. These last 2 cities are going to be very controversial. Hell, even I'm struggling to justify them. And I wrote the script because of how high the price points are and how goofy the real estate laws are as well. But hear me out. Number 2, Los Angeles, more specifically Santa Clarita, El Segundo, Malibu, Woodland Hills, and in the Orange County side, Newport Beach and Irvine. And number 1, New York City. Realistically for me, probably Brooklyn. All right. I can feel the hate coming through the screen already. I get it. I fled Los Angeles. I get it. But hear me out. Los Angeles and New York real estate is amongst the most sought out real estate in the world. And because of that fact, a lot of people get priced out of those markets. Hell, even I was priced out of Los Angeles in terms of investment opportunity. And the next thing is I actually really didn't like the laws there, but topic for a different day. If the economy really is gonna go sideways, then this is probably one of the few times in history where I'm going to have the opportunity to invest in either one of these markets comfortably. This is my go for broke, Hail Mary, last seconds of the Stanley Cup final shot attempt. And to be clear, I'm not actually going to go for broke, and I'm not going to endanger any of my current investments. However, if there is that one rare unicorn property that I do believe will be worth it, maybe something along the water or something like that, then I'm going to do everything in my power to try to get it. Because it is inevitable that Los Angeles and New York are just going to keep growing in astronomical prices into the future. It would be foolish of me not to attempt it. I have 3 methods that I want to approach this with. 1, the traditional way of looking for real estate, obviously through the MLS, Zillow, everything that the internet has to offer. 2, hammering down on expired listings that were not put back on the market. And number 3, well, I used to be a Beverly Hills real estate agent. I have access to certain connections that I want to keep close to the chest. However, I did make a video about it, so go back and figure it out. As always, do your due diligence, do your due diligence, do your due diligence. These are cities that I'm looking into, including Omaha and a couple of other cities out here in the Midwest, including Kansas City as well. Let me know what cities you are interested in. Go ahead and comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what other real estate markets I am completely oblivious to. Can't wait to hear that. And with that said, happy 2023. Get out there and kick some gluteus maximus. See you next week. Peace.